So my name is Brandon Latifi, and I'm a third year in pharmacological sciences. And I currently work in Andre Lutak's lab, where we're primarily focused on uncovering new and potential aptamers, ribozymes, or riboswitches. RNA is very cool because you're able to use this tool in our lab called in vitro selection, which allows us to evolve our RNA to a specific metabolite or a protein or anything of really interest. So the endless opportunity of finding a potential target of interest and potentially using that for some sort of therapeutic benefit is limitless. The great part about this department is comprised of so many faculty from all stages of drug delivery that allows any student, no matter where they're coming from, to have some sort of interest in the research here. We actually have an initiative of ensuring that students from wherever they are, whatever experience they have, are treated just the same. They're given the same opportunity and resources as any other student. And we're also, creating a mentoring program that helps keep matriculation high, but also importantly, helps people adjust to graduate school. As many people are aware, graduate school isn't an easy thing to do, but being able to create an environment where we're supporting each other and ensuring that everyone is able to succeed, I think is really important. Um, Students are coming from very different backgrounds, very different experiences. And so if we're able to provide resources to create an inclusive and supportive environment for those students, it's honestly the best thing ever, because you're helping, future people that will be coming into the department, and you're also giving back in a way for something that you yourself would have liked to have. So UCI in general, what's actually really nice about this school is they actually have a lot of undergraduate mentoring programs that are specifically aimed to underrepresented minorities and students who come from low-income backgrounds. And being able to mentor those students is actually quite nice, because you give them some sort of access to someone who maybe has been through the same experiences they are, and shows them like someone who has succeeded in their field, and providing them some sort of outlook on who someone looks like. If they like, if they can do this, I can do this. In terms of our department specifically, we're very interested in ensuring that diversity is a good factor in terms of not only enrollment for our program, but also providing resources available. We have mentoring programs, we have decade student groups that will be launched very shortly, as well as having faculty and decade student office hours to address any concerns students may come up with, as well as having these decade student-led discussion groups, which will go over any sort of advancement or defense or adjusting to COVID as we currently are. And so this is just a small amount of the opportunities that the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences offers to students. At first, it's an adjustment, but thankfully we've been able to still maintain top speed and still keep progress going forward in terms of our research projects. I think if anything, it's allowed people to have more flexibility in terms of planning their days out, because now that they're not attending meetings in person, they're able to schedule maybe things in parallel. Like, for example, having seminar remote has actually been quite nice, because we're able to invite faculty from across the world, and they don't actually have to come and, fly in and visit. We're able to hear really exciting talks about research currently going on. And we're also able to, at the same time, do research or plan out an experiment. And so it's actually been like a double-edged sword in terms of some aspects versus in others. So in terms of helping the students, I think we've been very aware of what it takes to succeed for those students, like what resources that need to be available. I think it's definitely made faculty more aware of certain criteria or materials that need to be provided to students in order to succeed. Now that we're not having this in-person contact, they need to make sure that the lessons that they're providing or the material that's being gone over is being communicated to everyone at every level. Like you have to ensure that all students are um, understanding the material, otherwise people will fall through the cracks. And I think for our department specifically, what's been kind of nice is we've been able to still have this remote learning, but provide students the opportunity to visually see how the labs are done. We're able to demo those labs in person as if they were there, to still show them the hands-on tools that would be needed to use those to do those experiments. Don't be afraid to have a very wide background. If anything, you want to ensure that you have, research experience to ensure, you are interested in pursuing a PhD, as it is a very long uphill battle, as some of us like to say. But don't ever be afraid to, take a gap year or gain more experience in something that you really like to do, because graduate school will always be here for you to do. But, potentially working in a lab or gaining skills that will make you even more successful in graduate school is totally fine. I think, the best advice I can give to someone is, don't ever let someone tell you you're not good enough to succeed in a program. Your actions speak louder than words. And if you can persevere and show everyone that, you're here for a reason, I think that's important. With COVID's, being a mystery, and, it allows you to self-reflect and know that there's still discoveries that need to be made. And so it allows you to, look back at your own research and, think, I want to push the boundaries, I want to excel in my field, and I want to bring something new to the table that will allow us to, be at the forefront of our research area.